Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Puck, which is a vibes-based podcast where we yap about all things hockey. Today is April 17th, 2026. I'm your host, Saint, and this is my partner in crime, Champ. Champ, how you doing?
The playoffs are finally here. It's taken for fucking ever.
Over.
Thank God.
It did take a hot minute at the end there for some reason. So, as always, we have a lot to discuss this episode, so let's jump right into it. Champ, we gotta talk about it.
Saint, I am overjoyed. I know you were excited last week because, I don't know, the Pittsburgh Penguins got into playoffs for the first time in a while. But I personally have struggled with the fucking Oilers and the Kings playing in the first round for 4 years. And now I don't have to deal with that anymore. Instead, we're going to the other California team.
You are free.
I'm free. I am cursed, but I am free.
I am cursed, but I am free. Oh.
The Oilers do not have to play the Kings, thank God. The Oilers did not collapse and have to play the Abs, thank God.
Absolutely crazy. I think that the Kings and Abs matchup is either going to be a complete curb stomp, or knowing how the Kings are, it could be funny.
Every game really goes to overtime.
It could be really funny. I'm hoping it's funny.
I hope it's funny.
Because the East is really rough, and so whoever I want to win.
Yep. I need the Central to beat each other up a little bit more.
Yeah, that's my thing. So I'm like, I need everyone but the Oilers and the Pens to get go to Game 7 because I need them to.
Yep. I'm so fucking happy that playoffs are finally here. There's something so special about playoff hockey, and everyone says that, but like in the past 2 years, we've really gotten to see just how much fucking different it is from, oh, it's a pillow fight to, thank God they're actually hitting things that move. I'm excited for the Penn series. I think that's going to be a really interesting one.
I think it's going to be fun in it's just a classic rivalry, right? You know what I mean? Like it is funny seeing, because the Flyers haven't also made playoffs in a hot second.
Yeah.
That you can tell there's some fans who don't know what the fuck they're talking about because they're like, oh, it's going to be so rough for the Penguins to play in Philly. Where have you been?
Yeah.
Like, Sid loathes the Flyers.
Yeah.
He has personal beef with the Flyers.
I don't like him.
When he was a rookie,
I don't like him. I don't like any guy on their team.
And there was no fucking call on it, and he was getting bullied by the Broad Street Bullies.
Yep.
And he was fucking sick of it. And since then, he has the most points against the Flyers out of any other team that he has points against. Like, he hates them. And that hate has expanded. Like, they went after Kindy during the regular series, and everybody did not like that.
Yep.
So I imagine it's going to get pretty vicious. I am also going to be kind of a bitch here.
Yeah.
Because, hey, assholes, your stupid fucking players aren't going to be able to win you anything in a shootout because there's no shootouts in fucking playoffs.
Yep.
Whereas the Pens, someone was trying to say that the Pens were like, again, just horrible takes all around.
Yeah.
We are not like the overtime Kings here. Not at 3v3. We're amazing at 5v5. Like all of our expected averages were better at 5v5. Yes, we had some good power play, but like, we are good at 5v5. That is our area. So
I think it's really funny.
5v5 overtime, you're cooked, dogs. You're cooked.
It's just another period.
Yeah, it's just another period.
They just don't know what it's like. They don't know. Half of the teams that are in the East right now, 3 teams that are in the East right now, if they are new fans, they don't really understand what's going to happen. Like, they cannot genuinely understand what's about to hit them. Because hockey changes. It literally changes. Everyone saves it for this time of year. If they can. And like they don't get as many injuries because they are ready to get hurt in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be.
And they don't call as much shit. Get ready for that, fucking Flyers fans.
Which, like, the Penguins have been fine on that because we haven't been getting called for real all fucking year. So like, if anything, this has really helped us.
Yeah.
Because we're like, oh, you don't like it? Tough shit. Like, we've been doing this all year.
We are already starting to evolve into the werewitches of the playoffs.
The werewitches. Oh God, you won't like who we are in this. For those of you who are new listeners or people who didn't really
listen at the end of the year,
the first year that the Pens are in playoffs that we've done Puck Witches, and as bad as I was with the Oilers, I will be so much worse with the
We have a
Pens.
stream tomorrow, and you literally made us reorient. Now, granted, very, very valid, but you literally made us reorient our stream schedule because you cannot miss the playoff game.
I was like, listen, I've been in a Stardew Valley.
Yep.
Like
haze.
Just yeah, like consumed my life playing it at every opportunity. I'm not working my other jobs. And I was like, Stardew Valley. And then it was like, well, the playoffs are going to be at 8, which is a compliment because getting Saturday at 8 o'clock means that they like us and they know it's going to be a good television show. And I was like, okay, but we have to do Stardew Valley time at a different. I've been waiting 2 weeks for this.
Yeah, so you literally moved it, which I'm fine with. It makes sense. But my dad
wouldn't be able to play. I would literally be like, guys, I'll let me log off and go watch the Penguins.
Now, here's something funny. My brother, who had a really hard time thinking that the Pens were going to get here this year, he didn't have as much belief, right? And I get that. He's been hurt before. He booked a concert on tomorrow at 8:30. And so he can't watch it. And he's actually like heartbroken about it.
I would like
it's for his wife's birthday. So he has to go.
He has to be.
Yep. He has to be peak husband. And he's like,
have we seen the full schedule? Hold on.
Yes. Which, by the way, NHL, what the fuck? Why did it take you a bajillion years to put that out?
Like, I understand there was some tomfuckery. You know what is really sucky for me is
your schedule flips.
I work Monday. I work overnights. So the game is going to be at 7 and I'm going to have to stop watching to go to work.
Yeah. It's
so like
not fine.
I leave
we were hoping for Sunday.
Yeah.
We were really hoping for Sunday
because then it would have balanced out perfectly. It's fine because I'll be able to I'll check I'll watch it on my drive in. You know what I mean? Like I'll just turn the radio on. But yeah. I do think it's that fucking sucks. I will say it sucked that they took forever to get the schedule out. That was ridiculous. People who wanted to go to the games now are struggling to make it work because they couldn't ask for time off. Then we have the Florence and the Machine concert that's been rescheduled. It's not a good, the whole thing's a shit show. Boston and the Celtics are having to play their playoffs, not in the same arena, but at the same time on the same days. So NHL and NBA for Boston, they literally leave one game and go to the NBA, or the NBA and the NHL game are at the same time for the Boston series. So you have to pick one, which is horrific. But really good bar watching. But I know that as somebody who has worked in TV, they were trying to get it so that it made sense for everyone. I know that Sportsnet didn't want the Habs and the Senators playing at the same time because obviously they have 3 Canadian teams that they want to have 3 Canadian teams for as long as fucking possible because it's more money. And ESPN was like, actually, we're going to do what we want. And so just a clusterfuck. Maybe if we had known, I would have been like, surprise, Saint, we're going to the first game. But we didn't know. Yeah, and we were originally I was like, we have to go to the playoffs, and then we saw the ticket prices.
Oh my god, the tickets are horrific. Which I get, they're playoff tickets, right?
I get their playoff tickets, but god damn, they're pretty rough this
Buffaloes?
year. And don't get me wrong, we've paid a lot.
Yes.
For hockey tickets.
Yes.
Do not get me wrong, but
the cheapest ticket for the Pittsburgh is $204,
which is what we've.
That was on ice for Edmonton.
Yeah,
Buffalo, the cheapest is $464, which I get it. It's their first time back in 14 years, a long time. Montreal, it's $308. Philadelphia, $285, which is again, wow. Pitt, $204. Utah at $192. The cheapest is Vegas at $74, which I get it because they're fair weather fans. And same with the Kings at $102. But the Oilers at $157, they are quite literally the midline. That's crazy. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm glad we have not decided to spend all of our money. Are there any tickets even available?
That's the other thing is I haven't even looked at the tickets, but I assume it's pretty rough. Me and my one friend were talking about at this point, you're honestly just better off at a bar.
Yes.
Because I think I'd throw up and die in playoffs. I don't know if my heart could physically take it.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think, I mean, I get it. We can't even watch. We went to the Flyers game in March without realizing it was going to be both of them in the final. Oh, now by the way, the price has gone up. The cheapest ticket is now $351 for Pittsburgh, which I get. I mean,
yeah.
3% of tickets available. Oh my God, that's upper in the curve. That's horrendous.
Jesus. Oh, so, like terrible.
420, seats. Blaze it. But this is also for tomorrow. $1,000 for our normal club seats?
Are you kidding me?
$1,100. Oh my God, that's
literally 5 times what we paid. At least 5 times what we paid for resale too, because we bought our club seats on resale.
Yeah,
so it's usually not that expensive. Sorry, I'm gonna drink. Yeah, no.
Yikes,
bruh.
All right, yeah, but with the end of the regular season, the awards that could be announced were Connor McDavid got his 6th Art Ross. Good for him. He's chasing Gretzky now, which shocking no one. He got it with 138 points. Good for him. Unfortunately, Nathan McKinnon won the Rocket Richard with 53 goals, which is impressive. That's a lot. And then Macklin Celebrini passed Joe Thornton for the most points in a single season of the Sharks at 115. Congratulations to him. 2nd year in the league, and he's already breaking those records. That's impressive.
Like, if you look at the stats, it's just like
that's generational.
Him and Sid, and it's like, yeah, it isn't. We'll see how the rest of his career goes, but to put those numbers up on a team that's losing too is kind of crazy.
Yeah, they need to get him some help though. Like, seriously, otherwise he's going to burn out. I'm looking at the list of now, because now we know who's in and where. It took us until the last night of the regular season to finally figure out who is where. Saint, on this list, what are you thinking is going to be your most interesting matchup, other than obviously anything with the Oilers or the Pittsburgh?
Well, I mean, Habs and Bruins,
both of them. It's Buffalo and the Bruins, and then Habs and
that's right. I remember that we were robbed of Habs and Bruins.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah, no heated rivalry here.
Let me put this up. Imagine what they could have guys. Sens versus Hurricanes, boring.
Yep. That one is my least interest. I have no care.
No, don't give a shit. Wild versus Stars, interesting.
That's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, that one might be one of the nastiest ones.
Yeah.
Just in terms of the physicality.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Wild are pretty physical.
Yep.
So yeah, very nasty. Flyers versus Pens. That one, I'm hoping it's just going to be fun. Like, I'm hoping it's going to be an enjoyable, like, crazy battle of PA.
Yeah.
Kings versus Abs. That I think is more likely to be a curb stomp.
Yeah.
Habs versus Lightning. I mean, the Lightning are just kind of dirty, so it's like,
I think that'll be a good series. I think that'll be kind of on par with the Dallas and Minnesota.
Bruins and Sabres, that's gonna be fucking
that's gonna
brutal.
Be so much fun. I'm so excited to see how the Buffalo Sabres handle playoff pace.
Bloody mess, because they don't like each other. Mammoth versus Golden Knights, I don't give a shit. I hope that the Mammoth win because I don't want the Knights to succeed, but I don't really think it's gonna be a super interesting watch.
Fair.
Personally, could be wrong.
Yeah. And then Edmonton and Anaheim. I just hope both teams. Well, okay. I hope my team wins, and the Ducks don't make me. I hope the Ducks don't royally piss me off enough.
I hate the Ducks. Like, I went from being like kind of new, like whatever, to I fucking hate them.
I can't wait to do our new bracket, or not new bracket, our new ranking at the start of next season, because again, our opinions have changed over the course of this season. Like, I hate more teams now than I did at the beginning of the season, and it's just, I mean, that's how it works, right? So it'll be fun, and brutal because we're not nice, and then we have to do our wheel of niceties again next year.
Wheel of niceties. Yeah. Yep.
But we don't have to do it anymore because the Blues are not a talking point. Yay, we made it, Saint.
We did it. The Blues are done.
Yeah.
They definitely were one of the teams that, because they don't pop up on our radar as much, was not as brutal.
Yeah. Especially this season, they were not very good at all.
Yeah, they were just kind of invisible, except for a couple funny incidents.
Yep.
Which were funny. So, we had that.
So how we're going to do this, we're going to pick our brackets. How we're going to do this, Saint, is this first one is the serious one. So it's the one that we're going to be actually thinking the predictions. It's what we think is going to happen, not what we want to happen. We do this every year, by the way. And the first year we got it really, really close. Like really, really close for not knowing hockey basically at all.
Yeah.
You sound so scared.
I'm just, when the reality of playoffs hits you, I think that's what's happening to me right now, where I'm just like...
You have to pick teams, and this is not the nice one.
Yeah, and also just,
Yep. If it's easier on you, we can start on the West Coast.
I mean, the real thing is that there's only... Yeah, we'll start on the West Coast, because I don't care who wins.
Realistically, Colorado versus LA.
Colorado.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Like, let's not even... Oh, it didn't like you trying to make a choice.
All right. Let's try this again. Saint. You said Colorado?
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's no way the Kings... And, like, I think it's going to be like the Jets, where they're going to get kicked out maybe by whoever wins.
Oh, the Abs. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to Dallas in the Wild. I've seen a lot of people pick the Wild, and I don't know how to feel about it.
I think a lot of people are picking the Wild because of the Quinn Hughes factor, but I think Dallas has way more playoff experience,
I think
that might tip them over the edge. So I'm going to
Dallas, unfortunately, also has a lot of injuries.
Dallas does have a lot of injuries,
not coming back in the first round, I think.
But they have, I don't know. I just think that they have so many guys who have gone through the playoffs. Like they've been a playoff team. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like
I'll pick Dallas. I'm fine with that. I do think that Dallas wins. I think it's going to be a bloodbath.
I think it could go to like a game 7.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Vegas versus the Mammoth. This is who we believe is going to win. I unfortunately do believe it's Vegas, unless the new coach and goaltending wear off.
Maybe
I want them to lose.
I want the Mammoth to win, but unfortunately, I think you're right. I think Vegas does win.
Now, again, I think the Mammoth have a strong team, so I think that could also go to a game 7.
That one is one of the. I think that one is like the playoff experience again. Showing up.
Yeah, I can see that. Oilers versus Ducks. I don't think this goes to a game 7. I think it is Oilers, and I can see it being kind of like the Kings series last year, where we struggle in the first half
and then remember how to play hockey.
Yeah, because it's kind of how we do everything.
Back or not, have they said?
They have not said, but he was skating today. So,
because I think that does influence it. I wonder, like, I mean, I guess I think if he comes back, I think we win for sure.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't come back, I do have a couple fears. But yeah, we'll pick Oilers.
I picked the Oilers because experience. We turn in a completely different team in the playoffs.
Which a lot of teams do. Like, you can't really go in regular season.
And I think a little bit, again, it's that experience level. So I think a lot of these, I'm happy that we've got new teams in this blood, but I do think that the experience weighs out until these teams get a little bit more. I could be wrong. I do think that's going to be like the Oilers forget how to do hockey for 2 games and we start crashing out and then they win. It's fine. To the Atlantic, the Buffalo versus the Bruins. I think that this has the Bruins being much lower than my prediction.
I thought this would be a much closer battle.
Like almost.
But the Sabres are such a fucking wagon.
They are.
That
I think it's the Sabres.
I think it's the Sabres too, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Bruins
another game 7.
I think that one's going to be a lot bloodier, but I think the Sabres have just been so physical that I think that some of the Bruins might suffer under that. We'll see.
Yeah.
Swayman has usually been very good, so it might come down to goaltending, but we'll see. I mean, Tampa Bay wins this.
Do you think so?
Yeah, Tampa Bay does not. They're just a different. They're tough in the regular season, and the Habs have not had fantastic performance in the playoffs.
Fair.
And they have just so much physicality, and they've got a lot of experience, like a lot of guys with experience. I think they're a pretty top contender for a cup. Overall.
I can see that. Do you think it's a bloodbath for? No. Okay, so you think there is a little bit of a fight for the Habs?
I think that the Habs will put up a fight. I just don't know how much of a fight. I don't think they're going to roll over, but
no.
Yeah. I think the intimidation of playing in Bell Center might impact the a little bit, because that's scary as fuck. We'll see how that goes, but
next one, Canes versus the Senators. This is again a lot higher of a percentage for the Senators than I expected.
The Canes always win round 1.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, I'm shocked to see the Senators at 41%.
The Canes always win the first round and then lose. We have to pick the Canes, but I don't want it to be the Canes.
Yeah, I know, buddy.
I worry about the Pens winning because obviously the Pens are beating the Flyers.
Yeah, like, I don't see that going. I don't think it'll be a bloodbath, but
I will be genuinely shocked if the Canes and Pens don't make it out, because it's just there's so much playoff experience for the Pens and the Canes. That, and then just the Sens, I don't know. They don't.
The Sens are issues. Mm-hmm. I was about to say the Sens are kind of wishy-washy. You know what I mean? Like, they also, I did see that somebody released a playoff song already.
Yeah.
So good for them.
Then they're definitely donezo then.
All right, back to the West. The Avs versus the Stars, the rematch that was bound to happen.
Inshallah, it's the Stars, because I can't with the
Really?
Avs.
Okay.
Yeah, they just have their number, right? Like, I mean,
it would be a Game 7.
Oh,
it would be. I guess, yeah. Oh man. See, here's the thing. I think the Avs are a little overrated. I think they're fantastic, but
I think everyone's acting like they're a runaway winner, and I'm like, I don't think it's that.
I think like, the Sabres are more of a runaway. The Sabres and the Lightning are more dominant than the Avs are. The Avs are a great team, do not get me wrong, but their reputation at the beginning of this year seems to be influencing how we all think about them.
Yeah, and there's been other games in between then and now. So.
Yeah. Like, obviously, again, they had a great season. I think there's a graphic, I gotta go find it, but that was showing the Avs kind of like dropped to the middle section after the Olympic break, which they had basically already secured their spot. Sure, you could make the argument, but they were still playing. Like, they were still trying. It's not like they just went, it doesn't matter anymore, because it's hockey. And so I can kind of agree with you on, like, I think this would be 50-50. I think it would be literally a coin flip, almost like the round 1 last year. What do I want to say?
Yeah.
I'll go Dallas with you.
I feel like it. Okay. And also I think it's fun. I also think it's funny if
for
it's
Rantanen,
the Oilers and the Stars.
No,
yeah, well,
no,
it's more, I think it's the Oilers versus the Stars is the Western Conference final yet again, and I think it's very funny. Like, realistic, I would have said Avs. I would have, like, if we're doing super, super realistic versus our vibe check, I would have said Avs are probably gonna win. But
so you want to switch it to Avs?
If we're doing a vibes check bracket, sure. Because I'll vibes check it as what I want to. Because what I want is
not the same as what you expect.
It's not the same. Yeah.
All right.
Because I hate to say it.
I know. I agree with you.
That if Vegas gets in that far, I don't know if the Oilers win. I really don't.
Man.
I think we're really tired. I think
agree.
We're really tired. It's not to say that I don't think we can win it. I just think we're really tired.
If we win the Stanley Cup Finals we don't win the West. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how I think. I think the deeper we go, the harder it will be. Yeah. And it's like,
it's exhausting. Like, they have to be exhausted.
Yeah. And that's my thing is, like, even though we've got some fresh new blood, I think a lot of the players on the Oilers, after playing, the only other team that's played more hockey than them is the Florida Panthers, and they didn't even make playoffs. So, like, if you go by that statistic, it's just like, I don't think they win. If we're going,
this is realistic. You're right. Oh, I hate that. Blow up the building.
Blow up the building. Yep.
Round 2 for the Atlantic is going to, if this is the play, this would be a fantastic.
Round 2 you have to watch that series, right? Like, you have to watch, even if it's not your teams.
The Sabres versus the Lightning.
Even if you have your own team, you have to watch.
Yeah. Like, that one is one I'd be like, okay, I don't really care what's going on anywhere else in the league, even if it's like the Pens or the Oilers, but, like, I do care about them. But you can't miss the Lightning and the Sabres after the shitty, like, mess that they had this year.
I hate to say it, I think the Sabres win.
Really?
I think, okay, so here's, because right now we're just going based on, like, what the Sabres have that comeback and, like,
they have the fight. Yeah.
They love each other. And so I think in the playoffs where nothing gets called, that will put Tampa at a disadvantage, who is used to getting a lot of calls.
Interesting. I don't disagree. I think I think the difference there is that they have a much stronger coach.
Okay, I'll give you the coach, and I will give you also much more experience.
Yes. Which is it's honestly, again, I think this is a lot closer than these two are showing. This series will be a bloodbath. Oh my gosh, it would be. I would love if these two played together. I will say, I'm going to give it to the Lightning.
You're going to give it to the Lightning? I'm fine with that.
Because I do think that the Lightning, I think it would be, if it was these two, it would go to Game 7. And then it would be the Lightning. Canes versus Pitt. All right, Saint. Now you got to say the shit about the Oilers and the Vegas. The Canes are your kryptonite.
The Canes are our kryptonite. And I think
you've not won a series.
The only difference is that in playoffs, nothing matters. And you have a lot of playoff veterans in the Penguins that are, I don't know. I think that the Canes could win. I think the Penguins want it more.
Okay. Which is crazy because the Canes have not gotten this far in the Rod era.
Are hungry.
I know.
They are hungry. And if we're going by the curses, they never make it to the Eastern Final.
Okay.
So I'll let you pick, but that's just my argument.
I do think it's the Canes. I would be happy to be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick the Canes. This is realistic bracket, okay?
Yeah, realistic bracket.
I disagree. Bracket. Okay, hang on. I got to go back to the West. If it's this two, I think it's the Avs. That's an easy Western Conference final.
East,
I disagree. I think it's the Lightning.
It's Tampa Bay, 100%.
And if this is the matchup, then the Avs win.
I hope the arena explodes.
Because of Corey Perry curse.
Oh, you're right. It is the Corey Perry curse.
Yep.
Yeah, then the Avs have to win. Oh, that sucks. I'm gonna be so angry.
We blow up to the arena.
I'm gonna be so fucking angry if the Avs win the cup, because to me, then we'll do our. Can you send me the link? Because I'll do my vibes bracket.
Yeah, that's horrendous. Because it really is the Corey Perry curse.
Because let me give you my vibes.
Okay, first we're gonna take a second and we're gonna do our vibes brackets and then we'll cut back in. Oh no, I have made an error.
So this is one of those where there's like 3 options, right?
I've made a mistake. Oh no.
I have two options here. So let me get option 1.
I've made a mistake.
And then
no, I knew.
And then realistic vibe.
Oh no. We're back. Saint, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
So on my vibes only, which is
your first one.
Yeah, my first one. This is just what I'd like. Avs win first because I think it's funny if the Kings lose.
Yeah.
The Stars winning because I want the matchup to be the Avs versus the Stars in round 2. Okay. And for the Pacific, I want the Mammoth to win because I hate the Vegas Golden Knights. I hope they lose. I think it's more realistic that the Knights win, but I want them to lose. Oilers obviously beating the Ducks.
Yep.
And then the Oilers win, whether it's the Mammoth or the Vegas Golden Knights. I don't really care who it is. No thoughts, head empty. And then I think it's funny if we have the Stars versus the Oilers again. I think it's so funny. I think it's one of those.
I also
it is
had
inevitable. It is inevitable, and neither team has like a particular curse on that. So I think it would be really funny.
Sure.
The East, Sabres beating the Bruins. I just think it's more likely, and I want the Sabres to not be first round exits. Yeah. And then Tampa Bay beating Montreal, just because I think that they will. Because I want there to be the Sabres versus Lightning.
I just want that round to happen. Like I want that round to happen
so fucking bad. Like it's already in my head that it's happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's in my head that it's happening. This series have already been decided for the Atlantic. And then in the Metro, Canes win. I don't want them to win, but I don't think the Sens get out of round 1. I just don't think they do. Pens obviously beat the Flyers, and then I want the Pens to defeat the Canes because we're a completely different team. And I think that their curse of like never making it past the Eastern Conference Finals needs to happen. So I need us to go in and beat the Sabres so that we can have an Oilers versus Pens Cup final. And then you and I can go and kill ourselves at center ice in Pittsburgh.
So Saint.
So is your bracket borderline identical or?
Borderline.
Oh, you had the Kings winning?
I thought it'd be funny if they got out and then beat the Avs because they literally got the squeak in and had such a shit season with the 20th round.
It would be funny that if the Oilers are the kryptonite to the Kings, and then the Kings run around and beat the Avs ass.
Yeah. That'd be hilarious.
Yes. That's
and then immediately get their ass kicked by the Dallas Stars.
Yes.
And then, of course, I wanted the Dallas Stars series against the Oilers because getting up to the Western Conference Final, I don't care. And then Buffalo because Buffalo. Buffalo because Buffalo. I want the Pens to break the Canes curse because I think it'd be funny. And I do think that it'd be funny to once again see that the Canes cannot get past the round 2. Yep. And then the Pens. In Buffalo, I want the Pens to win, obviously, which leads me to the crisis of faith. I wouldn't be able to go home. I would have to stay away from my family for 2 weeks.
Your brother and your dad. Oh my god.
And you, literally, I'd be fucked.
Here's the thing: I would tolerate the Pens losing
to the Oilers
only if it's Dry and Leon getting a cup.
That's Dry and Leon. Only that singular man.
Sorry.
Dry and Connor.
Dry and Connor. Can you tell I'm sleep deprived? I've been doing this all week where I say 2 words that are the same word but different.
Yep.
Instead of the 2 words that I meant to say.
We would kill ourselves.
It
would make for great content.
You and I would be able to talk to each other while playing Stardew Valley and nothing else.
That's literally it. I think all of our friends would have a harder time. I genuinely think they'd be like, what is happening? Why are you talking to me so much? Because we go to each other before we go to anybody else.
Yeah.
And if we can't go to each other for anything else, we'd be fucked. Oh, God. Oh, that'd be so funny. I don't think this is going to happen. I don't foresee this happening. Which is why it's a vibes bracket. All right, back.
Yes.
Now, you sent me a second one.
I sent you a second one, which is just, it was more of it was a halfway between a vibes and halfway between a realistic.
Okay.
Where it's the East is vibes and then the West is realistic.
Okay. Interesting.
I think that, but it was also kind of copious because there's 2 options here. The Avs either are totally fall on their asses in round 1 elimination.
Funny.
That's not happening. They're going to round 2.
Yeah.
The real question is, can Minnesota or the Stars survive and beat their asses? I think it's funny if it's the Stars because then that's just their kryptonite.
Narrative.
The Stars don't have the same coach.
They don't. And they also don't have, they're still dealing with injuries. Seggy's out. Rupe Hintz is out. So,
and those are important players. I also think that for the Vegas, it is unfortunate that I think the Oilers and the Pens are both guaranteed to get out first round.
I
Not
agree.
guaranteed, but I think they're likely. I just am really worried about the Oilers being so fucking tired that they can't do it. You know what I mean?
I
could be wrong.
Agree. No, I'm right there with you. All right.
Realistically, though, in the East, I worry about the Pens.
I do too. It's the same thing that I feel like I know you're hungry for it, but
I'm also gonna throw up and die.
Teams are really good.
The Penguins, if you
I know they're hungry.
Stats, just stats wise, if you look at the teams with no names and only look at their stats, Penguins are a top 3 or 4 contender for the Cup.
Yep.
Undisputed just on their stats. We are fucking brutal. And EK in his prime unlocked with
that is very true.
Gino and Tanger. I think we're gonna see a level of Farrell that
you have not specific.
Pens.
Yeah.
I think that they really embraced their entire thing is flip the script because we were supposed to be a lottery team and we aren't, and now we're a legitimate cup contender.
Yeah.
And Rusty has said that basically they have adopted a culture of believing in themselves and fuck everybody else. The haters make us stronger, which I think is a fantastic.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Fantastic thing.
I just realized something absolutely insane. Thank you, Corey Masisak on Twitter. The Edmonton Oilers might not be facing the LA Kings for a 5th consecutive year in the opening round of the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Avs defenseman Brett Kulak will.
Stop, Kulak.
I forgot that he's on the Avs.
I did too.
All right. Anyways, our final bracket, and it is which series we want to see happen, right?
Based on it's funny and or entertaining.
Yep.
Which is a lot similar
To that one, yeah. So I want the Avs in Dallas to go against each other
because it's always so good.
It's
right?
such a good series.
Always so good. Like Rantanen natural hat trick in the third last year was crazy
in the last period.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a natural hat trick in the absolutely fucking bananas.
Yep.
Like
I want Utah and the Oilers to go against each other.
I'm fine with that because I think it's a new versus old thing. And also fuck the Golden Knights.
Yes,
I think
and also
to watch.
like
I don't enjoy watching them play at all.
Their hockey's boring.
I
want the Sabres and Lightning together. That's already happening in my brain. That's happening.
It's decided. That's happening.
This one is the only series.
Okay.
It's the fucking Sens. If it was any other team.
Okay, but here's the thing. Hear me out.
Yep.
The Sens winning, so that we get Claude Giroux versus Sid Crosby.
I forgot about that. Oh, that would be fucking fantastic.
I think that's very funny, personally. Personally.
I'm ignoring this. The Sens.
And then, why did the Sens have a 51? Again, fine. Make us the underdogs. We're going to fucking win. It's fine. And then obviously the Pens.
Oilers and the Stars. Pens again, it's so versus Buffalo. Funny. And I do think it's the Oilers versus the Pens.
Like, if this is the bracket. All right, this one right here.
Yep.
This is the one where I would put money.
Playoffs. This is perfect playoffs.
I would put money on it, okay? I'm going to be so annoyed when it doesn't go this way.
Yeah.
But this is the bracket I want more than life itself. And at that point, first of all, blow up and die. Is center ice, kill each other, kill ourselves, whatever. But whoever wins will be happy.
Yeah.
So...
So now, listeners, please give us your brackets because I'm fascinated to know what's going on. You can either add us on Puck Witches or comment, who you have winning the whole thing. We are very biased, obviously, because we want our teams to win. I gotta see Connor McDavid lift a cup in Edmonton. But I do think it would be, this one would be the most entertaining old blood versus new blood.
Let us never forget that, what was it, that PK Subban bracket from last year? I love seeing other people's brackets.
I love seeing other people's brackets.
So dumb.
Yeah.
Like, I mean that affectionately. Like, again, we got our brackets from year one of being into hockey 75% correct.
Yep, completely.
Like, outside of the 75% correct. Like, it's not that hard. Like, I'm not saying that we're going to get 100% correct. I'm not even saying we're going to get 50% correct. But to get 0% correct is crazy.
Oh, man. I just love seeing brackets. This is my favorite time of year, right? It's like Christmas. It helps that my teams are in, both teams are in this year. So, I want to see brackets. And it'll be interesting to see what you guys pick because I'm curious. Before we go to our ad break, I know this is a long episode. I'm so sorry. Before we go to our ad break, Saint, we talked a little bit about it, but Buffalo Sabres Receipts Day.
The fucking admin having receipts from all year saved is so funny.
It was from 2 years ago. Some of them were from 2 years ago. Ryan Whitney, look at this.
Funny. And my favorite part was people in the replies trying to be like, but not me, admin, teehee. And admin was like, actually.
Yeah. Yep.
It is so fucking funny. Like, as much as I loved the Pens, like, we had our own receipts video kind of where like we showed like all the doubters and all of that. Oh, we're a lottery team. Oh, this, and this, and then showing that we flipped the script. The Sabres receipts, I think, is hysterical. Like,
and people on Reddit were so upset. They were like, what a way to alienate your fan base. If I got called out by the Oilers, I would be laughing hysterically. Because, you know what? Prove me wrong. I want to be proven wrong.
People got called out on the Penguins one and were laughing about it.
Yeah.
Like, people who actually, they were like, wow, this is never the way that I expected to be. Or, like, they're like, oh, haha, you got our asses. Like, they think it's funny. Because that's the thing. Real fans know if you're a ride or die, like you're ride or die. I need you to look at the Buffalo Sabres burn book picture.
Oh, it's so good.
Zoom in on the fucking. First of all, Biz, so funny. Second of all, the heated rivalry couch.
Heated rival is so good.
Because that's
the Devils
they started tearing off. It is so fucking funny. The gravy boat.
Yep. What a good job.
Funny.
Oh man, all you guys are in a lot of trouble. Not me though. Don't be so sure, Jason. I'll just turn myself in. I personally have never said a single bad thing about this. It's 3 a.m. Broad Height. Sabres, this you? I mean, this is just so good. It's so good.
Funny.
Oh my God, I love it. I was so happy. And then I did see memes. I think they were memes of somebody posting a job application for the Sabres. So I was like, did the person get fired? Which if they did, shame on you, Buffalo admin. Not admin, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I do think that this is funny that Stone Saber tweeted, Buffalo is the greatest city on earth. Yeah, their admin is pretty good too, as the heated rivalry. I have so many of these. They're so good.
The Bird Book was just a masterpiece. Like, so marked safe for the Buffalo Sabres admin
This is
today.
Andretti IndyCar!
So fucking
Oh my
funny.
God. Oh my God, it's so good.
Oh, that's so good. I love it.
All right, Saint.
Shout out to Buffalo Sabres admin.
You deserve a pay raise. All right, Saint, do we have a sponsor today?
We do have a sponsor. Today's sponsor is St. Astro, a Twitch streamer, cosplayer, and artist. You can support her by purchasing from her Etsy or subscribing on twitch.tv/St. Astro. Use your free Prime sub and get access to awesome emotes. St. Astro's Etsy also sells a variety of jewelry, decorations, and trinkets. Everything is handmade and crafted with the perfect balance of love and spite. All proceeds go directly to the St. Astro Playoff Fund.
All right, let's turn to our one-timer topic of the week, where we take one shot at the biggest story. Saint, this week's topic is exit interviews. The tea is messy. Oh my God.
Ooh, I've seen some of it, but not like I've been in Stardew Valley. So like I took a vacation, so like I don't.
I have something that I would like to watch with you, and it made me gasp out loud. So just be ready.
Games in a lot of seasons. Have you ever been part of something that's as frustrating as this has been down the stretch?
He looks like he's gonna murder someone.
He's about to cry.
No. And you know what? All you got to do is look at the stat sheet. 3 hits, 23 giveaways.
Jesus.
Like, I don't know if I'm back, but if I'm back, I'm changing this culture. These guys, they don't care. Losing is not important enough to them. It doesn't bother them. Like, how can you go out and play like that? Should have done this about a month ago. But this is why we are where we are. This is why we're out of the playoffs. That kind of effort. Losing, you have to hate losing. I don't care if it's a meaningless game. I don't care. Show up and compete. 3 hits, 23 giveaways. What else you want to know?
What else you want to know?
Jesus Christ.
So Rick Bowness, obviously, is the coach of the Columbus Blue Jackets, and he came in halfway through the season. He was the first coach that got fired, and was the coach that we were like, whoa, where did this come? Or not Rick Bowness, but the Columbus Blue Jackets coach was the one that got fired, and everyone was like, what the fuck happened? The quote there is, the guys, they don't care. Losing is not important to them. How can you go out like that and play like that? This is why we're out of the playoffs. Losing, you have to hate losing. I don't care if it's a meaningless game.
And I think he's right. Like, I know it's an overblown quote, but you have to hate losing more than you love winning.
Yeah.
Is so real. And I think that people underestimate spite as a motivator. Yeah. But like, humans are conditioned, right? This is a psychology thing of like, it goes way, 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 way back to negative emotion means at risk for my life.
Yeah.
And so we as a species respond really strongly to negative emotions. It's why your brain remembers all the embarrassing things you've done and not in crystal clear detail, the things that you loved. You have to make like cognizant memories of good stuff because bad stuff sticks out because it was this could get me killed back in ye olde, like prehistoric times. So you gotta fucking hate losing, guys. And if you don't hate losing, I don't think you should be in the NHL. I don't think you should be in the NHL. And I would rather have guys who are less skilled, that are hungry to win, that do not want to lose, and are willing to throw their bodies on the line and take, a bunch of penalties to make those plays.
Yep.
And keep it entertaining. Nothing is more infuriating than free skate day.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God, you're right.
Send them because I think that that's something that's underrated with the like AHL is like when you bring some of these AHL guys up, not all of them, but when you bring some of them up, they want to make an impact. Like they are feral
because they want
a
the
bit.
job.
Yeah, because they're like, if I could, you know what I mean? They're hungry in a way that I think some of the NHL players are complacent. And I think he should have called them out. And it's very obvious that like this was something that has been brought up in the past, right?
Yeah. So Patrick Laine, as for as big a piece of a shit as he can be, came out and said the same thing. He right before he got traded, or right after he got traded, he said that he felt like they were just doing the same thing year after year, and he was tired of losing. And obviously, you know this, Igor Chinakhov was disgusted with how the whole thing was handled in Columbus, everything about what happened in Columbus. Then he came to Pittsburgh, and look at him now. Like, it's not just the coach. Like, the coach threw the players under the bus because maybe they deserve to be thrown under the bus. Like, sometimes you gotta say shit to spark your team. You don't want to do like Craig Berube. Craig Berube said it, and the Leafs went, oh, he hates us. And then just gave up. But like, if I heard my coach saying that, I'd be like, okay, especially if it was a coach that I really liked, right? You want to fight for those coaches. Some coaches you're never going to fight for, but I would fight for Rick Bowness. He was about to cry.
Yeah. Like,
that man cares so much.
Yeah, he clearly cares. I just don't know what's wrong with the locker room that if he cares so much, why don't they care? Like, I don't know. There's clearly like a culture thing.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes that can be a problem with leadership, either within like, because there's kind of like a line between like coaches and players, right? Where like the players need to foster that mentality of like Buffalo did, where they're going out and they care about each other. Like
they're grown adults. It's different. You can't. Yeah.
Like
a lot of the coaching is minuscule details, little tiny tweaks.
But like the front coaches or front office, I should say, like of some kind might need to be like, guys, who are the leaders in this room? And you guys need to step up and welcome them. Like you need to like go out for drinks or go host parties. Like you guys have to foster a community together because we're pack animals. Okay.
Yes.
We are pack animals. If you're not pack bonded, then you're not going to go out there and give it your all every time. You just aren't. And you can see it so clearly in teams that like each other and teams that don't like each other.
Yes, absolutely. And that's where it comes to Zach Werenski saying that he has a lot of respect for the coach, but he didn't agree with how the team was being portrayed, saying that he doesn't think it's right to say that they don't hate to lose and that they don't care. Then fucking prove it. Like, quite literally, you've given us no evidence that that he's in the wrong and you know how the team is. Like, there's nothing there. You have to fight for it. And they got the new coach boost, and then they went, oh, back to our old habits. Okay, anyways. I don't know. Just rough. But the whole thing must have resonated with Don Waddell, who's the GM, because he brought Bones back for another year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think that he manages to change the culture of the organization?
I don't necessarily. I hope he does. I don't want, like, you know what I mean? I think hockey is fun when it's more competitive. Like, you got to have a couple bad teams. I think that's guaranteed. But like,
that should be a skill level and not a
or
attitude
just, you
problem.
all go through rough patches.
Yeah.
It's not fun when you just suck year after year.
Yeah.
Year after year
Speaking of sucking year after year after year.
Oh no.
I call this section Rage Bidding Saint. I know you did not read this article because I did, and oh my fucking God.
Oh no.
So
I've already, like, every time we play Lethal and I find a trash bag, I go, oh, look, the Toronto Maple Leafs every single time. And
so it's about to be worse. Okay. This new Athletic article came out, I think it was Thursday. And that was exit interview day for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And oh my God, if I was a Leafs fan, I would be looking for a different team. Okay. So it went really, really deep into what happened with the Leafs this year and how we went from them nearly beating Florida last year to the fucking mess that they're in today. All right. These are some of the points that I've made. Number one, Keith Pelly wanted to use AI at the trade deadline. And this is a direct quote. As one team source put it, fans would have been surprised to see just how involved a non-hockey executive was that day. Pelly didn't come to the trade deadline empty-handed. He had notes that included possible trade returns that Leafs staff members believed were generated by large language models and artificial intelligence tools that have been increasingly influential at the top of MLSE, but hadn't been part of the usual process with its NHL team. Gee, I wonder
AI
why.
Is fucking dumb as shit, okay? Have you seen the takes on Twitter? That's what your AI is trying to read.
Yeah.
It's not AI is built on what you put into it, okay? It's not actual intelligence. It's just an algorithm. So there's a reason that humans do that job, because you have to have a fucking brain.
Yep. So that's number 1, okay? I've rage baited you slightly. It gets worse.
No.
Treliving's hesitance to do anything. Now, he's known for this, right? He's known for quite literally kicking tires and then doing nothing, okay? Treliving believed he had rounded out the forward group without the 102-point man, who they're talking about, Mitch Marner, and had altered the DNA of the team in the process. But his offseason additions were proving underwhelming, not like other offseason trade targets, including Brian Rust and Rickard Rakell might have been. So they were considering Rusty and Rax. And they didn't do anything about it because he literally just doesn't make a move, okay? So that fucking sucks. They also at one point considered Igor Chinikov, and he called and like piddled around with it and then said, okay, I'll call back later, and then Dubas got him. Like, what?
Which is crazy, which I understand now in retrospect, that explains why we had to pay.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, and
there was a hunt out there.
I'm so glad we did.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we did. We have the problem right now of too much depth where we're like, oh, we have, as long as everyone's healthy, we have so much depth. It's crazy.
What a problem. My steak too juicy.
Yeah. Yeah. My lobster's too buttery.
Next, the Leafs were planning to be buyers at the deadline. Which, what? With only days until the deadline, Treliving realized that they were in trouble. But to their surprise, rivals were not interested in Scott Laughton or Bobby McMahon. With only 30 minutes to go, Treliving emailed all 31 GMs to say that they were willing to trade Laughton. With only 15 minutes until the deadline, they hadn't gotten any responses.
That's not surprising.
They did trade Laughton and McMahon at the very last second. So they got whatever they could just because they ran out of time.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Yep.
Like, that's fucking crazy.
Like, thinking about it, Kyle Dubas and Stan Bowman, for as interesting of a deadline that they had, they were done 2 days before the deadline hit. And I would rather that be the case. Like, obviously you can pitter around and see if there's anything else out there. But like, if you're not making the moves that you want to make, like that you want to finally get done before deadline day hits, then you're going to have a trouble. Like the Rantanen deal, that one is understandable because it was a big name. There were a ton of different options out there. And then he had to pick because I think he had a no trade clause or something like that. No, he just had the option to go to Dallas. And then there were a bunch of trades waiting on that because they were trying to get in. So then they had to make last minute trades. I get that. But with 30 minutes going, oh, we should probably do something, and then doing it, and then being shocked that nobody else wants to reach out to you, it's fucking insane. Like, what? This is the rage bait part, okay?
Oh no.
I know. They cut a lot of benefits from their team and did not fill any empty positions. For the first time, team staff started to hear reminders that the new majority owner, Rogers Communications Inc., was a publicly traded company that closely watched the books. Quote, things had changed with Brendan Shanahan gone and Pelly overseeing the operation. For one, cost-cutting seemed to be a rising priority. In March 2025, MLSE cut 10% of its workforce. Then, Pelly didn't replace the two presidents of the Leafs and Raptors, respectively, which is the Raptors is the Toronto basketball team. In the summer, they chose not to hire a replacement for the position atop their sports science program, instead having an assistant strength and conditioning coach fill his duties. So they didn't fill positions. After he decided to let Shanahan go and not hire a replacement, Pelly said he intended to work more closely with Treliving and Berube. By late February, however, he had only been around the team sporadically. This is the part was driving me insane. I was literally gobsmacked. Amid all of the losing, the Leafs scrapped the much-loved Father's Trip in November for what was presumed by those around the team to be financial decisions coming from above. An organizational source said that it was a team decision prompted by the desire to hold the rookie dinner in Chicago that month. Later, the trip was hastily rescheduled for late March, but with mentors instead of fathers. Many were shocked by the last-minute move and ended up not inviting anyone along.
What? You guys can't afford, like, they fly private fucking jets. What are you talking about?
They make the most money!
Toronto, their ticket sales are all corporate bullshit buyouts. They're making what, $1 billion?
Yep. Player discounts cut from 50% to 30%, the same rate as other MLSE employees. Ticket prices for friends and families also went up, and the Toronto Marlies were suddenly taking the bus to more games instead of flying.
Okay, I will maintain that the bus is better for their long-term health, whether they like it or not, because all the flying that hockey players do can fuck with their veins and their circulatory system.
Yes.
And especially because they have 82 games in a year or whatever.
Well, the Marlies don't,
most major sports. Well, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
a lot of people on Twitter who were talking about this article were saying that the reason that the Marlies had such a good AHL team, that they really do, was because the AHL team itself treated those kids like they were NHLers. So the flying is like a perk, obviously, because you don't want to be on a bus every time. So for them to cut that, they're like, oh, you're just AHLers again, which sucks. This one is the one that made me absolutely lose my mind. At the same time, the Maple Leafs went on to increase lengths to monetize the team, including offering a $956 price tag for young fans to wave a flag before home games as part of the new fan access program.
What?
Yeah, that's American dollars. That's American dollars.
First of all, it's infuriating that as the main, don't get me wrong, I'm a backroom and front team kind of person. I think that the show doesn't go on without the hundreds and hundreds of people helping to put on the show. But to increase, there are players, right?
Yeah.
They're putting their bodies and their brains on the line in a way that it's like they know, the discussion is constantly like, well, do you stop playing when you want to hug your kids? Because you can't pick up your fucking kids.
Can't walk down the stairs.
Or you're never gonna be able to grandchildren because the damage to your body was so intense, or you're gonna die young from CTE or whatever. So it's like that you are arguing that the benefits are because they're putting the physical body on the line, and then to cut that shit and the morals of it too, of just like
cut that, to not to make ticket prices for their friends and families go up, to kill their father's trip, which is a whole that's a cultural thing. That's something that most teams I remember even when I played basketball, now I was a high schooler minded, I played so much better when my family was in the audience. It just is it's a moral boost. And so you kill that one morale thing and the dominoes fall. So that leads us back to exit interviews, okay? Austin Matthews spoke today, or yesterday, whatever he did. And he said in his final scrum that he cannot predict the future. Quote, they have to hire new leadership at management and stuff like that. So I really don't know. That's the most non-committal that he's ever been on camera.
Which is, we kind of had called it earlier that I was like, oh, he's done so.
Yeah.
Right? It feels like he's done so.
Yeah. Speaking of teams that throw themselves on the line for each other, the Leafs are at the very bottom.
Yeah.
And obviously that's just, you could say that just from how nobody stood up when he got hurt. But that's been that way since the core four was around, when they all were taking deals. Obviously you deserve to get paid, right? But if you want your core four to stay around, you kind of have to make some money work. Look at the Penguins. The Penguins all took team-friendly deals to make it happen. Right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, no. And look at the Panthers. It was the same thing. They locked up a lot of people for team-friendly deals.
Yep.
Especially with the cap going up, team friendly. That's the way to do it.
It's the same reason that I think it's a stat that no team with a player who earns over $12 million a year has won. I could be wrong on that. That's not, don't listen to me if I'm wrong, but that's crazy. So, and then William Nylander's media scrum lasted a total of 92 seconds. Austin Matthews was 9 minutes long.
92 seconds.
92
what did
seconds.
He say hello, how are you, and goodbye?
Pretty much. He just was like, yep, cool, yep.
Do you think he stays?
I don't know.
How long does he have on his?
Both of them have no trade clauses, so they have all the power.
Yeah, because they can just say he signed him an 8-year cap. And he's not until 2032.
Yeah,
but then on the contrast of having a no trade clause is if they don't want to trade him,
yep.
Unless they throw all their leverage and say I'm not Like, because technically, as a player, you can just, all right, I'm gonna phone it out.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna play.
He's getting paid, so he gets scratched. What do you want him to do?
Yeah, he doesn't get. And honestly, they don't give a shit if they get a good return or not. Like, I'm sure there's some ego involved in it, but like in general, it's just like I don't care as long as I get to go to the team I want to go to. Like,
yeah, it's and also genuinely, do you want to win the cup or are you happy what you're at? Like, obviously, they're not happy to lose, but you're getting paid still. So do you go to do you stay on the Leafs for as long as you can because you value money more than you value
and it's fine if you want money over the cup, like that's totally fine.
You're
that's
wrong,
your prerogative,
but that's fine.
But like, well, I can see for players who did.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's different if you've already won one. Like if you haven't, like you should be pushing for the cup, right? Like that. Yeah, is the people that are hungriest are going for the cup. They're not necessarily going for money. You can, it's fine. You're wrong. I don't know. So as the GM of our friend group, Saint, what would you do to shake up the Leafs? Because you're literally crippled by no trade clauses, a core that doesn't want to be there, an invasive team owner, and a coach that can't get his team going. What do you do?
You fire sale it.
Oh, okay.
You have a meeting and you go, who wants to be here? And if they say, and you're like, tell me honestly, do you want to be here? If you don't want to be here, we'll get you out. We'll do our best to get you to teams that you want to be on. I don't care what your clauses are. Do you want to be here? Yeah. And if you don't want to be here, that's fine. We'll take care of you. If you do want to be here, you're going to play. You're going to play like you want to win. Like, and I think you also have to just get some fresh blood in there, right? Because if you're not gonna do a fire sale, you have to like do what Kyle the Boss did. Yeah. And you get some new blood in there that will actually respond. You know what I mean? That you think, or even if it's just new coach hype or whatever, but like you gotta get something going. Yeah.
Yep. So I think the fire sale idea is great, but they are, I saw a lot of people say, oh, we're headed back to the dark days. Brother, I think you're there for a dark century because
I think that also, like they've said before, losing is a stink that does not wash out easily. And so
you don't want to be seen as a loser.
And if you're going to be on a loser team, like, okay, not loser per se, but you know how like a lot of players don't want to go to the Jets because they don't have like the nightlife thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's cold as fuck. I get it. But a lot of the players who end up going end up liking it. Yes. I think for Toronto, I think some of them enjoy the Toronto part of it. Yeah. So then you better make it fucking worth it. Though. Yeah. Like you got to make it so these players want to be there just for the sake of living in Toronto, whatever that is. Like,
I also think you got to get Pelly out.
Yeah.
Like if you're a GM, you need to be like, listen, this is my team and you need to go. You can fire me, but that's how this is going to work.
Yeah. Like they got to go, bruh.
Yeah. But, yep. Oh, I'm glad I got to rage bait you. I was looking forward to that all day. All right, Saint, let's move into Sportsmanlike Conduct, where we spin the wheel to pick our team of the week. And no matter who it lands on, we have to say something nice and spread a little love on the ice. All right.
Last one of the regular season.
Last one of the regular season. We still go throughout the season, and whatever team that we have at the teams that we have at the very end, because we missed a couple weeks, we will do rapid fire. But let's spin this wheel and see who we get. Please be nice. Wheel.
A lot of teams on here. A lot of teams on here. Oh, okay. Well, you know.
Well,
I thought it was going to be the Blues. So
it could have been worse. It could have been
worse. I was really scared it was going to be the Flyers.
You have one last thing to say before. The Tampa Bay Lightning. Let's see.
I think you go first because I know what yours is.
Thunderbug is the best thing that's ever happened to that team in the entire world, and that is exactly what you thought I was going to say. That mascot is the best thing in the freaking NHL. I'm not even joking. I love that stupid bug so much. It brings me such joy. I wish that was my mascot. Also Brandon Hagel's nice to look at too. Anyways.
I just read it. Was it the Tampa Bay Lightning game canceled against the Flames? Was that the one?
Yep, because there was a hurricane. No, it was not the Flames, but the Flames were part of it. The LA Kings couldn't play the Flames because they were under a fire watch. Or there was a wildfire nearby. And then
hurricane.
Tampa had to cancel a hurricane, or A hurricane was coming.
It was the NHL game number 29 on Saturday 19. Tampa Bay Lightning and Carolina Hurricanes has been postponed.
Because of the hurricane. And then I remember the Hurricanes made a graphic. It was so bad.
That's so fucking funny. I know it had nothing to do with the team, but it's just something that brought me joy.
Yep.
The Lightning, I thank you for overall being a very entertaining team to watch.
Yes.
Because even when I hate you, like, don't get me wrong, I was mauling at the Oilers the Lightning game that we went to because I was just like, this fucking sucks. But they do play entertaining hockey. When we lose to like the Canes, it's like, kill me. When losing to the Lightning, it sucks. Don't get me wrong, but at least it's entertaining.
I was going to say they're fantastic to watch. I hate playing against them.
Yeah, like I also appreciate their commitment a little bit to the bit with the Bruins.
That was good. They tried.
They tried a little bit. I thought that was fun. They could have dressed up as pirates maybe next year, guys, but that was fun.
Their goalie is fantastic.
Yeah. I have a lot of hate for them because they're a good competitive team.
Yeah.
But I do like they are pretty. They're just fun to watch because of they have so many rivalries because they're such a dominant team in so many ways, and then you want them. Like, they're very physical, and they do play pretty dirty.
I hope they play the Buffalo.
Yeah, I hope they play Buffalo. I think someone may physically die in that if that happens. But
okay, don't jinx it. All right, well, that is going to wrap it up for this episode, folks. We really appreciate you listening through all of our rants and ramblings. The Puck Witches podcast is released on Spotify and our YouTube channels, and you can join the Night Witches Discord via the link below to talk about episodes directly, as well as enjoy our other channels. It's full of gaming, hobbies, and good vibes.
Make sure you're following us over on Twitch, and if you want to support us with a Twitch Prime on either or both of our channels, you get access to cute emotes and extra channel points. If you enjoy this podcast, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and follow us on Twitter and Blue Sky for updates.
And lastly, don't forget to check out Saint's Etsy or subscribe on Twitch. Also, consider dropping a like on this episode and subscribing so you never miss a video. We love you all and hope the regular season treated you well. Champ and Saint, signing off.
Stay witchy!